Hi, I'm Lori, and welcome back to the Way of Positive Change YouTube channel. I want to thank everyone for subscribing. I don't know what the weather is like for you guys, but here in sunny Southwest Florida, it is hot, and then more hot. So hopefully we are supposed to not be in the high 80s or low 90s by Sunday. We're supposed to have our first cold front come through, or cool front. Please send some cool air. All right, so hopefully we'll get some reprieve from that. I hope you guys are having good weather. I hope there's rain coming to some of the fires. I know it's better in California. And want to also send out love and prayers, and lots of prayers for Psychic Violetta's husband, who is ill, not doing so great. So we're sending a lot of prayers out to him. All right, I woke up thinking about Queen Elizabeth today. She's a Taurus. And we know that Uranus, the planet Uranus, is in Taurus for like the next, it's an 8-year stay, 7 or 8 year stay, something like that. And so it's got like 7 more years. And so that's a lot of electrifying shock and change. And I'm sure that she's getting shocked right out of her queen's seat. So although she seems to never show emotion, and she's trying to not sway towards, whether it's Parliament or the Prime Minister, she's trying to always keep it on an even keel. But I want to see how she's doing now that they have their own whistleblower, and there could be their own problems with Russia. I want to see first, how is she feeling about Boris Johnson, who is a Gemini, very much like our president, who is also a Gemini. So let's take a look at that first. Let's see what her relationship is like with him. Queen Elizabeth and Boris Johnson. How's their relationship? Is she going to continue to work with him? Will he be able to put things on her desk and get them passed through? Will they have a conducive working? Oop. Yikes. She knows that, well, she's feeling sort of stuck. She's not quite sure what to do. Like I said, I wonder if they've ever even been in any situation like this, or she's ever been in any situation like this. And she's wondering if he, the Eight of Swords is wondering if he's in any actual legal trouble. So I'm sure she knows she controls a lot more than what people think she controls. Queen Elizabeth II, how is she feeling about the Prime Minister? Will she continue to work with him and support him or not? Let me know what your thoughts are on that. I just thought it was, I don't normally think about the royal family, and I only read on them a little bit. So I thought it was kind of strange that she was forefront in my mind when I woke up. All right, let's take a look, see. And then I'll look to see how she feels about the Trumpster. All right. So she feels that this is a whole bunch of work, that it's just a bunch of pressure, probably a bunch of nonsense with Boris Johnson. It's heavy. It's a lot of work. Hopefully she felt like he was getting closer, or they were getting closer to where some of this nonsense could end with Brexit, and that there would be a light at the end of the tunnel. And yet, every time they thought they were getting footing, then there was a little drawback. So the Seven of Wands on its side means she feels she's not in full support of him. She doesn't think he's grounded enough, ate his Wheaties enough, has the energy enough. Remember, in the Seven of Wands, we talked about this in one of the last videos, he's not wearing matching shoes. So Boris, probably along with not brushing his hair, he probably didn't get up enough time to, she doesn't think that he is getting up enough time to, maybe he doesn't have a butler. I don't know. Just kidding. All right. She tried to go along with him. She did. She tried to go along with him and hold her status. And she did wave her wand at him and say, okay, go ahead and do what you're doing and let me know how you feel, and tried to work with them. And oops. All right. So there's going to be a little bit a lot of it of a problem. I guess the tower is never a little bit, is it? So there's going to be a big shakeup. There's going to be a big problem. The tower on the doorstep, even though there was the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, means in the, you know, before in the places of the past and on the crown, they did work together. They were trying to come up with ideas a bit. But now there's a big upset. So we can look forward to more. That's that, you know, the Uranus, the planet Uranus, is very much like lightning and the Tower card. All right. She thinks of him very much like a spoiled, petulant child. I don't think he listened to something that she had to say. Imagine that. Oh, she is the queen and forever the queen, and everyone's going to see her as the queen, and she's going to let everyone know that she's the queen, as well she should. Boy, there's going to be a tete-a-tete. That's going to be a problem, you guys. Oh, you got to laugh. All right, other world players will have something to say about this as well. And she did have darker hair when she was younger. This shows her talking with somebody else. Normally this is my Pelosi card, you know, but not when we're speaking about Queen Elizabeth. So there's someone else that she's going to talk to, have a confidant, have a meeting with, and may turn something over to this woman. So there's another woman, perhaps in Parliament, that has something special to say about Brexit. She's going to parlay off to her. Oh, and him. So it's a woman and a man. So there is going to be a problem, and this is not Boris. This is not a Gemini, and he has dark hair. So this is not. So look to see that there's a problem. This could be, I know that this is darker hair, but this could be handing off to Kate and William, and asking even then, you know, other members of the family. I'm going to say Kate and William and her son. So this looks like a big problem. And then through the thoughts and the participation of others, they're able to make things come together to work better. All right, what do we not know about Queen Elizabeth and Boris Johnson? Okay, she had to use an intermediary. She talked to somebody and had this person go then and talk to him. So that's how that worked out. All right, so that's interesting. So they have their own big issues coming up there. Okay, so now let's see, how does Queen Elizabeth feel, and how is she interacting with Trump? Remember, she had that big dinner, and I never really understood that. I was like, I thought she really liked Obama. Why was she throwing that huge, elaborate dinner? I never really got that. I didn't really study up on it, I have to say. But I didn't get that. All right, let's take a look. How does Queen Elizabeth feel about Donald Trump? And will she work with him? Is she willing to listen to him and work out deals with him? Okay, something just flashed in my mind. That was the Putin card that I got for Queen Elizabeth. So she's going to ask for help. She's going to ask the Queen and King of Pentacles that showed up there for help in guarding against his interference. All right, return. Focus. Queen Elizabeth and Donald Trump. Is she going to work with him? Will she listen to him? Will she be an ally to him? Will she support him or not? Shuffle till I feel like I'm ready. Oop, there we go. Okay, and just a reminder, you guys, I'm doing the 30-minute readings for $30. You can email me at thewayofpositivechange. Thank you for liking and subscribing. It means the world to me. Just go ahead and email me and we can get you scheduled for your reading. All right. She has been open to listening to him. However, she is also listening to the incoming messages of the subpoenas that were given and the written words and testimony that's happening, and she doesn't like she doesn't like that. She also feels like he's done something that upset her, took a swipe at her. She doesn't, of course, he doesn't honor her private space. She feels like he did something that upset her, that bothered her, really bothered her and other allies. So, and slander to the other allies. She does not like that. She doesn't like what he's done to other people in other countries at all. Yikes. Okay. Splitsville. She's not in agreement with him. She doesn't like him. She's not in agreement with him. She stands alone. She doesn't need him. She would like, I think she thought that they could work together. She knows that she's the one that has the power. She stands alone. She doesn't need him. She knows there's a lot of activities coming for him and a lot of unsettled energy. She's kind of sitting back waiting to hear the news coming out. I feel like she knows there's more news coming out. Perhaps she thought, that dinner was around the time that Epstein went down and her son was involved with that, as is Trump and Melania and everybody else involved with that. She thinks he's a fool. That's what she thinks. He doesn't study. He doesn't do his homework. She's not in his corner at all. Not at all. She tries to temper him. She tries to calm the mouth of the orange lion, y'all. Because she thinks he's cray-cray. All right. She feels he acts like a child and he's just in things for himself. She will try to entertain him if the situation warrants. She's hoping that he'll just go free and that he won't be reelected, and that the party will look for another person to head the country. She just kind of wants to be free of him. She will participate if she needs to. These cards aren't awful. She just doesn't really like who he is and doesn't like what he's done to other allies. But she tries to maintain an even keel. But she doesn't like him. Okay. She wants to be free of the situation, and she really hopes somebody else comes in. All right, what else about Trump that she feels? Queen Elizabeth, I'm doing 2. Yeah, she really hopes that the party will choose someone else to lead and that he can just go off and be free. And that's just truly what she wants for us, and for her. She would like to deal, and she's going to abdicate. She's going to give down, remove or pass down her crown and give to family, and hopefully they can have a fresh start. That's what she wants, with some good leaders and some good allies. Okay, you guys. Once again, you can email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail for your reading. $30 for half an hour. And I'm not sure why that went dark. All right. Send prayers for Violetta's husband. And if you have any other topics that you'd like me to read on, I'd be happy to read your comments. I always do. And I'm going to do another crystal video. Can't do one Saturday. I'm at a fair. Maybe Friday or Monday. Maybe Monday. All right. Any suggestions, leave a comment. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you later. Bye.